Hello, awesome people. I hope you're having a great day today. Today we're taking a look at the William Hope Hodgson story. It's the sixth story in the Weird Tales collection that we'll be doing a deep dive into for you folks. It's 27 pages long. It's called The Whistling Room. It was published in 1910. It was self-published. I'll try to find it for you online as well as this collection too, so you can knock it out. We've been doing a deep dive into this pulp era author for you folks who was very popular and heavily published during his era, but really mostly his horror stuff has survived. One of those novels has been published by Penguin Classics, actually. I don't know if that's horror or not. I haven't done any research on it, but that's cool. So that's also out there too, but most people now know just his horror stuff. So he's definitely an older person out there for you folks. We'll be doing a deep dive into. I started reading this short story last night at about 7:15, and I finished it before 8. So it didn't even take me 45 minutes for me to knock out this page, 27-page short story in this admittedly oversized collection that we've been doing a deep dive into, you folks. I read a collection of his stuff, horror stuff, about 15, 20 years ago when I was doing a deep dive into older horror stuff after encountering Lovecraft in college. And I really liked it, but I'd never gone back and read it, and I lost it when I was doing moves. So I picked up this collection recently after I did a short story from him from one of my recent horror collections called The Voice in the Night, which was pretty cool. It's also in this collection too. So there are 10 short stories in this. We're reviewing 9 of them. This is the 6th. I figured let's go back and read it and then knock it out for this channel. The name of the channel is The Worst Thing About New Books, and this a quote by a French philosopher named Jacques Joubert, who said that the worst thing about new books was that they kept us from reading the old ones. And so in this case, something that's this old in the pulp era is definitely a passion of mine, and it's the key part of where this channel gets this concept from. So let's go ahead and start my reviews. As a reminder, my reviews are spoiler-free, so I won't spend that much of my time going over this 27-page short story from 1910. It is set in the same universe with the same characters as the previous two that are all about a ghost hunter who's being brought into a thing. In the previous 2 cases, he was telling us about a unique and unusual one. This one is set in Ireland. Our main characters are British. And then he has been brought into this castle that has this room that whistles, which is where the title of it comes from. But in this case, rather than just telling us what happened, he's going to set us up, and then the characters are actually going to find out what actually happens on the scene. So that's pretty cool. This ghost hunter uses more like arcane and horror-based ways of dealing with ghosts than Ghostbusters, which uses science. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, what winds up happening is that this Italian castle has been recently purchased by a Brit who's moved there, and he has started to woo a lady there, a local lady. And she's somebody who's been tried to be wooed by the local Irish people for about a couple of years now. None of them have been successful, and he has been. So he believes that this haunting might be from them. So we're going to find out what actually happens and so forth as a part of this 27-page short story. And that's about 5 or 6 pages into it, so I'll leave it there for you folks. I liked it. I thought it was good. I was never bored. It was probably a page or two too long. It probably could have been more like 25 or 24 pages long, but that's a relatively minor concern. It was well paced. It had a lot of fun stuff happening, and it had a fun resolution to it. So I'm probably going to be giving this probably like a 7.5 out of 10 proper for you folks. So there you are. That is The Whistling Room by William Hope Hodgson, one of the most popular authors during his era. His death was actually in many newspapers after he died. It was considered a tragedy. So there you are. I'll go ahead and leave you to it. Have you read The Whistling Room? If so, what'd you think about it? Let's talk about it in the spoilers below. And I'm sorry, in the comments below, rather, or talk about spoilers or talk about the ending too. If you enjoyed this, why not hit that subscribe button? There's going to be a lot more of these to follow. And then finally, I want to thank you so much for taking some time out of your day and investing it and watching my video. We all have so many things happening in our lives, and we're pulled in so many different directions. So the fact that you spent this time with me is incredibly humbling, and I appreciate it. So thanks again, and have an amazing day.